Mm. Satnam, everybody. Welcome to the new moon meditation. So let's tune in. So wherever you're sitting, feel your sitting bones on the ground. Okay. Just a sec till I get the sound off here. Okay. So feel your feet on the ground and just begin breathing long and deep only through your nostrils. So relaxing your shoulders, relaxing your neck muscles, relaxing your facial muscles, and relaxing your belly as you bring more and more breath into your physical form. And bring all your energy into this present moment. So, all the energy from the past, anything that you've been worrying or fretting or reflecting upon from your past, just bring that energy into the present moment. And any energy that's in the future, worrying about the future, having anxiety about the future, bring that energy into the present moment. And inhale deeply and exhale and bring your palms together and rub them and bring them to your heart center and prayer pose. The nice straight spine. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Inhale to the base of the spine. Exhale. And inhale to tune in. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Adgare Namah, Shagadgare Namah, Satgare Namah, Sri Gurudeva Namah. Adgare Namah, Shagadgare Namah, Satgare Namah, Sri Gurudeva Namah. Adgare Namah, Shagadgare Namah, Satgare Namah, Sri Gurudeva Namah. Inhale deeply. Suspend the breath. Press your palms together and focus at your third eye, the point between your brows, and channel the energy up. And exhale and relax your hands down. So welcome to the new moon meditation. I just had a Kundalini flash. I got all sweaty all of a sudden. So how is everybody doing? Can you write down in the comments? Are you tired? I'm feeling a little bit tired today, but that's typical for the new moon. This is when our energy is at the like collectively as a humanity. So we're at our lowest, and then the full moon is we're at our highest. So that's why all the craziness happens on the full moon and not the new moon. Okay, so just write down something. Like how are you feeling? I have a little bit of a delay, so I'm gonna wait for someone. Waiting. Feeling brittle. Mustang Mustang Sally says that. Hi, okay. So feeling brittle, breakable, annoyed. Right on. Okay. Yeah. These are tough times we're in, as we transition into this age of Aquarius, where each one of us is being pressured. So just have some comfort in that you're not alone. Okay, so let's talk about, yeah, like no one gets it. Yeah. But don't be fooled by outer appearances, right? Because people are, I mean, they don't get it. Like they can't, they're unable to find the language, right? Of to describe what's going on with them. But deep down in their unconscious, they're going through the same things as we are. But some people are just more on the edge, right, of this cutting edge of consciousness. So, and more sensitive, right? We've been doing this work for a while, but at the end of the day, we're all one. Okay, so the shadow pattern, like I'm in an open space. I'm in an open space. So the shadow pattern that is illustrated in the chart today. The new moon was at 8:30, 8:16 a.m. my time, Eastern Standard Time. So I just looked at the chart. And so right with this is connected to the shadow mining programs that I do. And we have shadow patterns that are lifting from the human genome. So they're lifting to be transmuted. So, right. So this is part of the Piscean age. Like we've just lived in these shadow patterns. So the shadow pattern that we're lifting for this new moon, which is really telling us what a good focus to put our focus on this month. The shadow is selfishness. So the selfishness, and the gift is altruism. And then the city, right, the divine gift, when this is all transmuted up into the higher frequency, is selflessness. So so selfishness, we know, right? We know that's egotism, right? When you think of selfish, you think of self-centered and self-absorbed and vain and full of him or herself, right? We all know what that is. And that's been really taught to us by religious conditioning. This is the other thing that we're transmuting, is all our conditioning. Another word for that is brainwashing. Brainwashing, right? We've all been brainwashed by our family of origin, our educational system, our nationality, our race, our culture, right, on and on, and our religion. Religion is like a big part of the overall conditioning that we're letting go of right now. So when you think of so religion teaches us like, oh, it's wrong, it's bad, right, to be selfish, it's greedy, right, it's bad, and it's good to be selfless, right? So as soon as you get into that state of duality, when you have one thing and you have its opposite, good, bad, good, evil, up, down, whenever you're in that plane of duality, you're in shadow frequency. Okay, so shadow frequency is all about fear. It's all about fear, and it's all about victimization. So religious conditioning teaches us about to be selfless is actually selfish. And I'm going to explain that a little bit further here. So selfless means to put another person ahead of you, consider their needs before your own, right? And that's considered like humble. You know what I'm talking about? People, can you put a yes, a yay, or an A there? What were the notes here? I don't want to lose my thought here. Right. So it's really selfish because it's not coming from a true place, right? It's not coming from a true place. The religious idea of selflessness, right? Of not considering yourself first. And it's not coming from a true place because it's not connected to your divinity, right? Because that's what true True giving is coming from your divine. The divine is what is really giving. That's your soul, right? Is the part of you that's connected to God. The oneness is what is really giving. So when you're giving from this idea of not considering yourself first, then you're giving from the ego, because the ego is all about fear, right? All about fear. So the fear of being judged by another person, fear of being judged by God, like that's the ultimate judgment. I'm going to be judged that I'm a bad person. I'm going to go to hell. And even though you may not be religious, like I don't get that. That's like so whacked out. Underneath, like deep in your unconscious mind, that's all playing out right now. Okay. And all of us have spent time in religious order, right? Some kind of religious order in past lives. So we all have that, right? It's in our DNA. And now we're really being called to, to be selfless, right? To be altruistic means to really take care of ourselves first, right? So this really goes against religious conditioning. And so when you start to really bring that in, like I'm nurturing myself, I matter, my needs matter, then you're going to come up against this conditioning, like you're being a bad person because you're thinking about yourself and your own needs. But I really want to stress when you're giving from an untrue place, because it's like I should do this. This is what a spiritual person does. This is right? This is right and that's wrong, right? You're in the shadow frequency right there, and you're not connected. So you're not connected to your divinity when you're giving in this way. So something's got to pay. Something's got to pay that price. And so the price that's paid is through your own energy. So this is like the exhaustion. If you feel exhaustion after like giving in this way, giving from the ego, or comes from your prana, the actual cells in your prana, that energy has to come from. And then this leads to disease, right? This is where the cancer comes from, right? Like talk to any woman. I'm sure you've got women in your life that have died or have are dealing with the health crisis of breast cancer. The lesson right there is about this nurturance, right? That's a keynote word. That's a very important word for this month, is nurture. So can you nurture yourself? Can you give to yourself, right? Or does everybody else come at the top of the list right before you? Right? So you've got to ask yourself these questions, and you've got to ask yourself the hard question, right? When you're giving, it's like, okay, I'm out there serving, but you've got to ask yourself, like, what's my MO? What's my motivation here for giving? Do I have a hidden agenda? Am I expecting something back from this person, like a gold star or something, right? Some kind of praise or recognition. So this is what you really want to dig out this month. And what else do I want to say about that? That you matter, So many of us, we have really good intentions, and I know the people that are drawn to me are real, like you're the helper bees, like you're really interested in serving and you're really interested in giving. But I just want to say to you, like the old way, we got to let it go, because it will just kill us. Honestly, will just destroy us. It will kill us if we start giving in this kind of religious way. It's not true giving. So deal yourself back in the game. We're all in the card game. Deal yourself first, and then other people, right? So take care of yourself first. And we're all connected. We're one organism. So when you give to yourself, like really nurture yourself, then it affects the whole collective of humanity. Like everyone benefits from that, from when you're coming from a place of love, like self-love in that way. I had another thought, but it just disappeared. Okay, so everybody's getting the love butt up here. So true giving, because we're going to altruism. So it comes, there's no rule book, right? Everybody wants the rule book for the Aquarian age, the hard and fast rules. Okay, when this happens, this is what I do. And this happens, this is what I do. Tick, 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 tick. And that's wanting to live from the mind. And it doesn't work that way. The unknown does not work that way. In the Aquarian age, we're all coming into this present moment. We're coming into this great unknown. And sorry, Charlie, there's no rule book, right? Each moment is different. So somebody coming up to you, like I'll give an example, like somebody coming up to you one day and asking for $20, right? Yeah, I want $20 because I want blah, blah, blah. And you're tuned in the present. And it's like, that person's completely lying to me. They want this for drugs and to destroy themselves, right? You can see it with your third eye. That's not true giving. It's like, that would be giving from the mind. Oh, it's a homeless person. They really like telling yourself a story, right? And denying your own intuition. That's not true giving. It's actually you're picking up on the karma of that because you're helping another person destroy themselves, right? And then another time, in another moment, somebody can come up to you and ask for you for $20 in the same story, and you know that they're in truth, and you can feel, right? You can feel inside you that this is true giving. And so when you're giving, right, the spiritual laws, giving and receiving are the same. So as soon as that gets out, then you feel this energy coming back to you, right? There's just this flow. So the giver and the receiver become one. But if you're giving because you think, oh, this is a good thing to do, I'm just going to throw my money away at this person so I can get rid of my guilt, right? No, that's not true giving. So it's in each and every moment. So it's getting more in touch in the subtlety of your energy inside, right? And you'll feel your spirit will be like, it will just, you can't control it. It's like this giving will just come from you, come from your heart. Okay. So that's altruism. So remember that you're not, right? It's like God is doing the giving through you. So just trust that your little ego's not giving anything. Your little ego's out of the way, right? And then God can work through you and give. Give, receive, give, receive, give, receive. So that's the theme of this month. Okay, so just take that in. And so the meditation is to get that nasty ego out of the way. And I love this meditation. It's one of my favorite Kundalini Yoga meditations. And so it's called to dilute the ego. So dilute the ego, because that's really in the way, right? It's so connected to the shadow, Pat. Like we breathe oxygen, you know, humans breathe oxygen. The ego breathes fear. It breathes shadow, right? That's its sustenance, is fear. So we want to get the ego out of the way, and right, and let this divine energy move through you. And then naturally you're going to give to yourself when you need to give to yourself, and give to others when that's called for. Okay. 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 I just want to answer a question here. Tom's got a really good one. What about when giving is not fully received from the other? That's a big, big sign you're in shadow, right? Big, big sign when you're in shadow is because the heart knows who's going to receive it or not, right? The heart knows. It's like the parable. I'm thinking of the parable of Jesus. When Jesus talked to the farmers about the seeds, like don't throw your seeds on barren rock, right? You throw your seeds on fertile soil. And that's a good metaphor and a teaching for us, is that's when somebody's not fully receiving, then it's not true giving. It's not true giving. You're throwing your rock on barren rock. So it's about, Tom, it's about tuning into yourself. Okay. And tuning into your heart, and your heart knows who and what to give to. Okay. And some people, they're not interested in anything like that, right? It's just like walk just walk away. And you can feel when somebody's open. Like I feel when somebody's open to receive something, to receive my love, right? My energy. And it's like their aura opens up. I can feel it in my heart. Like there's just this space, right? There's this space between us, and then this flow can take place. And then there's other people. I can just feel like the brick and the energetic brick wall is like right up. It's like, no, nothing's getting in with this person, right? So I'm not going to waste my energy, right? Throwing my seeds on barren rock. I'm going to go somewhere else where somebody can receive. Yeah. So just honor that. Okay. Yeah, but they're asked, this is the thing, right, with people. Right? Tom says they're asking to receive more though, right? Yeah, because their words, what somebody's words say can be in complete opposite of what their energy says. You've got to trust the energy, right? Auras can't lie, but people can lie with their words, but the aura can't lie. You can feel it. I've had people like that too. It's like, no, I really want your help. And it's like, you got a brick wall up, baby. Like there's nothing here. I can feel it, right? I can feel it. So you need to check in. There's a deeper resistance there, right? And some people just want your attention, right? They don't want your help. They don't want your guidance. They don't want your love. They just want your attention, and they want you to feed their victim story, right? And that's just wasting your energy. And what happens there when you do that too much? It's coming out of your cells, coming out of the prana, right? It's going to affect your vitality. It's going to affect your health, right? So each one of us is precious on this planet. That's a light worker and a teacher and healer and leader of the Aquarian age. I give, they don't fully receive. Yeah. Yeah. So just what I said, like just really, I want you to go deeper inside yourself and really feel your own energy and trust that. Don't trust the words, and don't try to create a rule book out of this. There's no rule book. It's right moment by moment with your energy. Okay. So the meditation. So get ready for this meditation, and I want everybody just to really open up to receive to this divine healing energy to move through you. Okay? So this means like getting the ego out of the way, right? Dissolving the ego. It's like the ego is like the little ice cube in the water, and we're going to put some hot water right on that big cup with a little ice cube, and that's the ego is going to just dilute a lot, hopefully, for you, if you want that for yourself. So the mudra is you're going to make a TP with your hands. Okay, so all your fingers are touching. Okay, including your thumb. Okay, and you're going to bring that to your heart center. Okay, so it's not 90 degrees. It's not pointing up. It's not 90 that way. It's about 45. So in between this and that, like that. And so the breath pattern is you're going to inhale through the nostrils. But as you're inhaling, you're going to visualize divine energy moving through your crown chakra, the top of your head. Okay. And then you're going to exhale through a tightened throat. Like that. So it's inhaling through the nostrils and visualizing this divine energy coming in through the crown, and then exhale through the tightened throat. So it's kind of like a death breath, right? Because the mind, you can trick the mind, right? When you use this, a lot of rebirthing and stuff uses this breath, because the mind is like, oh, he's dying, she's dying, we're gone, let's go somewhere else, right? The parasite, let's go somewhere else. Okay, so hands like that, and so it's inhaling through the nostrils and then exhaling through the tightened throat. and I'll meditate with you. Okay, so let's start. Inhale deeply. Suspend the breath. And exhale. And slowly lower your hands down on your thighs. And eyes are still closed, and integrating the experience of the meditation. And still bringing the breath in through the crown chakra, and allow the divine healing energy to nurture each one of your cells, all of your trillions of cells. And just allow and expand to feel your DNA expanding and welcoming this divine energy. And give to yourself. So receive. Even though you think you're receiving, expand even more to receive even more divine energy. So allow the energy to go into any dark spaces within your psyche. So any areas of tension in the body, tension in your mind. And allow your frequency to rise. And knowing the spiritual truth that true giving is giving through the heart. And shadow giving is giving with the head. So make that commitment to yourself that you'll give from your heart. And in that way, you always give to yourself when you give from your heart. And I want everyone to trust their energy, right? Trust the moment, each and every moment. The energy will guide you in each and every moment. So it's about trusting life in the Aquarian age. It's moment by moment by moment. So let's send this healing energy as a group out to the world, out to the planet. And so vibrating peace and love, and vibrating this gift of altruism. And don't concern yourself with who's not giving and who's being selfish, who's being greedy. Just bring the focus back to you. Right? I don't care if everybody is greedy on the planet. I don't care if everybody's selfish on the planet. I will be altruistic. I'll share this gift of altruism. It has to start with someone. Might as well start with you. So commit to your heart. Simple as that. And inhale deeply. And exhale. Okay, so let's prepare to close with one long Sat Nam. Doot. So bring your palms together and rub them. And bring them into prayer pose at your heart center. And relax your shoulders. Relax the back of your heart chakra and the front of your heart chakra. Relax your temples. And ready to vibrate your essence, your Sat Nam, your truth. So inhale deeply. Exhale. And inhale to close. Sat Nam. Sat Nam, everybody.